The food service industry is a worldwide operation that aims to satisfy the evolving needs and expectations of people. Likewise, this rapid evolution of the industry requires a lot of self-development in order to strive to provide service excellence. Self-development is described as the activities that improve our awareness and identity, develop skills and knowledge, and our potential to facilitate employability, and to contribute to the realizations of dreams and aspirations. As Pat Riley describes, excellence is the gradual result of always striving to do better. My name is Jana, and I will be talking to you about the personal development that I've experienced in the hospitality industry during my first professional experience placement. The purpose of this presentation is to review and comment on the knowledge and skills development that I've experienced while on placement. My presentation will also discuss the changes and differences between the pre- and post-placement competencies of my role as a food and beverage attendant at the Sydney Harbour Marriott Hotel. Essentially, I will be performing a before and after comparison of myself in order to identify areas of weakness and where improvement and experience is still needed. In relation to the self-analysis, I have also set some broad goals and strategies to aid self-improvement on my current skills and knowledge in preparation for my second industry placement. In my presentation, I will cover topics such as how I manage relationships, my communication skills and professional ethics, my self-confidence and enthusiastic participation that I display. As well as these, I will also talk about self-sufficiency, professional networks, industry and business knowledge, and lastly, my organizational skills, in order to address a wide range of my hospitality skills and work experience. Throughout my industry placement at the Marriott Hotel in Circular Quay, there were many challenges and obstacles that I had to learn to overcome in regards to my relations with people and the operations of the industry. As mentioned in my pre-placement assessment, I stated that I am honest and view life with a lot of enthusiasm. For these reasons, I avoid lackluster efforts in everything I do and always seek better ways to please others. Therefore, I can say that I am reliable and attempt to be as consistent as possible. In regards to relationship management, these attributes have not changed, but contributed to my standard of consistent performance in order to overcome problems and minimize the barriers to excellence. During my placement, I have also come to realize that the availability of some resources and slow or reluctant staff made it difficult to give a consistent performance, as the operation of the kitchen and various other departments such as stewarding directly affected my performance as a food and beverage attendant. Through my persistent efforts, enthusiasm, and passion for serving others, I was able to reflect on the negative comments from supervisors and customers to identify my areas of weakness. This encouraged me to think as a problem solver and rely upon my experience and knowledge gained during my placement. I have also become more confident in constructing alternative solutions to problems, as well as finding the common ground among the different attitudes displayed by customers and colleagues. These points mentioned also influenced my development of my communication skills and professional ethics throughout my placement. The steadfast values, morals and standards mentioned in my pre-placement assessment evidence professional ethics enacted through my communication skills. My Afrikaner background also allowed me to have an open mind to others' opinions and give constructive, upfront and realistic feedback, even if it meant that I was being loud and direct. As communication was one of the main points that I prioritized, it helped me to be more supportive of work colleagues and encourage teamwork. This allowed for better time and task management, which ultimately led to more efficient service. However, there were times when communication was restricted by the realization that not everyone follows advice or is easily persuaded. By prioritizing communication and having respect for the opinions of others, I was able to calmly resolve miscommunications. Furthermore, my approach to feedback has changed from being upfront and realistic to a more composed and practical way, as the awareness that different approaches are necessary for different individuals. This has taught me to be more patient and sympathetic to the learning experience of others. However, dealing with different cultures put me in a very different position, where verbal communication was completely absent. These are areas I still need to improve for my second placement, by researching in particular Asian cultures and their customs, as well as how to overcome these communication barriers and to continue to provide service excellence to customers from a range of cultures. In the course of providing excellent service, self-confidence is required, which is largely determined by a person's self-esteem. This influences a person's confidence and abilities to take on challenges. I describe myself as a self-inspiring individual who is diligent to my ideas, and when I set goals, I attempt to target my personality's weak areas and ensure that they push me beyond my comfort zone. These personal traits have assisted me during my work placement and advance in all areas of customer service. This self-advancement was achieved by setting weekly or sometimes daily goals for upselling, completing required tasks, or exceeding the expectations of customers as well as supervisors. I would depict myself as a responsible and disciplined person, and therefore I took responsibility for the situations that didn't turn out as expected. This allowed me to evaluate my own performance and situations I was placed in, and encouraged me to continue on, maintain commitment and effort in spite of setbacks and problems that occurred in relation to customer service and conflicts between colleagues.